What's going on, man? I hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning. As always, I like to put a disclaimer on my videos and let y'all know I'm doing this for fun, entertainment, encouragement, and educational purposes. Um, we we got kicked out of our water park last week. We have season passes to these water parks, so it was my wife was at school at the time, so I had to take the kids. And one of my eldest was at camp with church, so he was not there. So, but he was still, I believe it was six of us, and I was watching the two younger kids and the two older kids. Were like, hey, and I told him, hey, you guys can, go to the different slides or whatever, but check in with me every so often. So, I'm keeping an eye on the younger kids. There's a lazy river at this water park, so I'm in the lazy river with two of the kids, and I seen the manager because he's the one who sold us the season passes, coming to me and motion me with his hand, like a come here type of motion. And as soon as he told me that, I knew there was some mess. And then I had seen the park attendants congregating in one section, and two of the kids with them, and I already knew something was happening. I think my biggest issue was it feels like, or I noticed that we are the only ones who are asked to leave, even though the manager said everyone that was involved in that was being disrespectful to the lifeguards and cussing and too much horse playing. I feel like we're the ones who got kicked out, even though we're not the ones that were the perpetrators or the aggressors. And I even told the manager, hey, look, I don't feel it's fair that we are having to get kicked out, and it's not my kids that did that. But the manager was like, we've been having an issue with kids being rude, kids being disrespectful, cussing at the lifeguards and this and that, and it's unacceptable and intolerable. So if that happens, we have to kick everyone that was involved out. And I explained to him, I understand, I mean, he's just enforcing the rules. He doesn't make the rules. So I kind of understand where he's coming from. But nonetheless, it was a frustrating and stressful situation because we had only been there for like 2 hours. The good thing that came out of that was I told the manager, hey, I'm a season pass holder. And he's like, you know what, I know what I'll do for you. Go to the front desk and tell me what your name is. I told him my name was Alfred. Go to the front desk or the ticketing office and tell them your name, and they'll give you, something for uh, your being kicked out. And, gathered all the kids, explained to them, hey, you know what, I hear what you guys are saying, but the odds are stacked against us right now. We're just gonna have to do what the manager says. So we ended up leaving, but before we left, I stopped at the front office and I was given like a season, a drink, drink, drink season pass and a food coupon. So it was a really good deal because when I calculated the food coupon, it was a decent amount of money that we got. So, and it's always good to explain to your kids, especially if you're gonna go out in public, that hey, look, not everyone is gonna behave as well as you guys are well behaved. So you have to be mindful of that, especially depending on what race you're dealing with, whether it's Caucasian or whether it's African American, whether it's Hispanics or Asian. You have to be mindful because uh, the reality of it is, um, if something goes down and the people who are in that event are majority Caucasian, they are going to be looking at the African Americans as the one who started the mess, and that was the case in this situation. So it made me feel some type of way, but ain't not to do about it. But yeah, we got kicked out of the park. It was what it was, and we've been, we went there this past Friday. We're looking forward to go this coming Friday. We usually do it on Fridays. I like doing it on Fridays because number one, it's not a lot of people, and two, it's not a lot of people, and they're open longer. I think they're open on long on Fridays. So I think Friday or Saturday. I don't know. But yeah, man, it was an interesting experience, man. So I want y'all to tell me if you've ever been kicked out of an event because of something either you did or something somebody you went with did, and how did that come about? Thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in. I appreciate all my subscribers and supporters. I do this for y'all. Y'all be blessed.